Greetings, methodical, exacting, earthy Virgo. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Right now I'm going to get into the forecast for Virgo for May 2019. I'm going to do some cards and I'm going to look a little bit at the planets. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I recommend that you watch the videos for your sun, moon, and rising to get the fullest scope of your May. If you don't know your sun, moon, and rising, then you should definitely contact me to have a reading. Having a reading done with a reader is different than getting a computer printout online. A much different experience altogether. If you already have your chart, we can do a transit reading. Transits are great to do to tune up monthly, you know, at the end of each month or the beginning of each month to look at the month ahead and such. But for now, as we enter the month of May, Virgo, the Emperor is there. So it looks like a lot of male energy is going on. For men, you may be having to be in a leadership position. For women, you may be dealing with a father, a boss, a husband, a male authority figure of some kind. What is covered by the Four of Swords reversed, so that is coming out of a time, a period of retreat, coming out of a period of retirement or reclusion or reflection. And it's crossed by the Five of Cups. So it looks like it's an emotional time for you, the month of May. So there are emotions around a man in the beginning of the month. And the basis is the Magician. This has to do with issues of initiation, beginning a new start, power, manifesting, things like that. What's leaving is the Nine of Swords reversed. That's a time of feeling liberated and free. What could come into being mid-month, I see you dealing with a fire sign man, maybe a Leo or Sagittarius or Aries. He looks goal-oriented. If he's not a fire sign, it may just be somebody who inhabits those fiery kind of characteristics, like a goal-oriented person, active, energetic type of person. And what will come into being, it looks like somebody is, again, there's a man, he looks maybe like he's unpredictable, or the ground under his feet is somehow unstable. He may be moving literally or unpredictable in some way. Fears or insecurities have to do with some information that's in the shadows, maybe information that you're keeping from others or that others are keeping from you. Positive feelings about the situation. You look positive around the third week of the month and taking and being still and not moving forward with something. Maybe it's a delay or postponement in travel or a journey, or maybe it's just more of a figurative standstill. Positive feelings. It looks like towards the end of the month you're having very positive feelings about a bossy or domineering woman in your sphere, and the outcome is the Page of Pentacles reversed. So for Virgos with children, it could be that there's a concern with one of your children around school or around finance. For Virgos who don't have children, this could be that there's a concern for you around a new business opportunity around the end of the month, maybe a concern that it's not going the way that you want it to, or something like that. And that is the tarot forecast for Virgo. And then I'm going to get into the planets a little bit as we enter the month of May. The sun is in Taurus, the moon, Mercury, Venus, and Chiron are all in Aries. Mars is in Gemini, Jupiter's in Sagittarius retrograde. The sun and Uranus are in Taurus. Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node are all in Capricorn. Neptune is in Pisces, and the North Node is in Cancer. So that's the sky as we enter the month of May. And May 1st, Uranus in Taurus is forming a semi-square with Neptune in Pisces. I'm not going to talk about that too much for Virgo, but Pisces does oppose Virgo in the zodiac. So I will say that if you were born anywhere from 16 degrees to 20 degrees Virgo, this is going to be a very significant aspect for you. It can be it can have to do with your vision, with your ideals, with your dreams. It can have to do with mystical pursuits or artistic pursuits. It can also have to do with areas of anything having to do with escapism, addiction, fantasy, illusion, those kinds of things. So if you're interested in knowing about this aspect, call me for your own transit reading. But I'm going to move on to May 4th. There's a new moon in Taurus, and new moons are incredibly rich and fertile soil for setting intentions that you want to manifest. The new moon in Taurus is particularly good for setting intentions around finance, around long-term investments, around wealth, around security, around material possessions, around any kind of practical matters. It's also a good time for setting intentions around any of the Venusian themed Taurian aspects. So that would be like art, beauty, romance, food, all of the sensual pleasures. It's great to set intentions for under the Taurus new moon. And if you want to be on my altar, I can do a handful of clients each month on my own altar, and what we do is we write the intentions, and we have flowers and candles and all of the elements and crystals, and it's very powerful, very special monthly ritual, and each month is a different theme depending on the new moon of that month. So we just talked about the Taurian themes, and the Taurian themes continue to progress and build throughout the month because May 6th, Mercury enters Taurus, and May 15th, Venus enters Taurus. And so, you know, we have a very Taurian sky at that point, with then 4 planets will all be in Taurus. And again, these are themes of finance, wealth, security, sensual pleasures, romance, beauty, art, stability. And then Mars enters Cancer on May 15th, and then we become driven more by our instincts, driven more by gut impulses, driven more by emotional needs and emotional desires when Mars is in Cancer, and that'll be for the rest of the month starting on the 15th. And then May 18th is the full moon in Scorpio, and this is a very deep, dark, potent full moon. Scorpio is a very emotional full moon. It's a very mystical, a very psychic full moon. Detective work is highlighted, mysteries are highlighted, archaeology, digging, probing, penetrating. All of those things are the Scorpio full moon. And for Virgo, Scorpio is sextile Virgo. So I think Virgo tends to enjoy the energy of the Scorpio full moon pleasantly. And May 21st, the sun enters Gemini and Mercury enters Gemini. So we enter Gemini season, and communication will start to heighten. Lots of texts, emails, direct messages, letters, phone calls, all of that. Everyone's got a story to tell towards the end of the month. And and then May 21st, there's a Pluto Chiron alignment. May 22nd, there's a Neptune True Node alignment. The May 22nd one, I would look out more for Virgo, particularly if you're 16 to 20 degrees Virgo. It's going to be a very significant aspect for you, as it'll be forming an opposition with the Pisces. It's the Neptune at 18 degrees Pisces is going to be trine the North Node. And so any 16 degrees to 20 degrees Virgos, please contact me for a transit reading so we can dig into that aspect for you. It's a really mystical, creative aspect that you really want to harness and take advantage of at this time. And that's it for the May forecast for Virgo. Again, please subscribe to my channel. Please tell your friends. And follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole. And I look forward to reading for you soon, Virgo in person. Okay, bye.